Hey guys,
Hello,
welcome back.
everyone.
Yeah, welcome back. It's me and Fadi again here. This week we're gonna do the same old programming and the level design routine. We're gonna tell you what we have this week's update and what new stuff we have added to our game as we are reaching to the end of our program here. We're really close to finishing our game. I mean, level one is completely done, and level two we don't really have that much stuff to add since we're going to be using most of the stuff that we used in level one with minor changes, and we will tweak the enemy AIs to fit more to fit the style of level one more. So today we'll be going over the new stuff that we added this week and some things that we are currently working on. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and let's get started. So stuff that we changed from last week. We had a talk with our with the people at studio, and they told us that they didn't like the way that the dashing was just a ability to get from point A to point B. It doesn't have its unique property. So they actually told us to add add damage to enemies. So when you dash through an enemy, you're going to damage them. So we've been working on that. It's here now. It's in the game now. So now whenever you dash through an enemy, you will deal some amount of damage to them, and I'll show you how that works. And we've also changed our item shop UI. So before it was just like something we did. We didn't have time to do it, and it was just in a rush. And this week we have changed that to make it look a bit more nice and visually appealing. And also I'm going to show you how the final boss of level 2 is going to work, and how it's going to have its ability and all that stuff. So starting with the first one, I'm going to go ahead and show you the dashing thing, how you damage the enemy. So for demonstration purposes, I have let me just disable this guy. And I'll also show you the Falcon ability that we worked. It's not fully done yet, but it does what it's supposed to do. So I will go ahead and enable this enemy that I have set. I think this is the one. No. Wait a minute. Okay, I think this is the one guy. So we have an enemy here. It's not visible. We have this enemy, and we'll try to damage him through dashing. So the way this works is the way we implemented this into our game is that you will only inflict damage if you're close to the enemy. So if you initiate dashing when you're close to the enemy, you will do damage. Whereas if you're already dashing and you come in contact with the enemy, you're not going to do any damage. So that, I think that makes sense, because when you charge through the enemy, you're going to do damage, and when you're towards the end of the dashing state, or maybe in the middle, you're not going to do any damage. So the only way you can deal damage is by being close and then dash.
Yeah, like kind of slashing the enemy, like passing through him.
Yeah, exactly. So I've set the movement speed for our enemy to 0, so he just stays in one place, and I'll show you. And the way you can see that I've damaged him is you'll see the bar on his the health bar of the enemy actually decrease. So if I get close to him and dash through him, you can see that he lost a bit of health there, and if I go away and dash now, you can see that I'm not doing any damage. So the only way this works is if you get close to him and dash. Get close. Okay, there was a cooldown, and get close and dash, get close and dash, and you see that he's losing health. He lost like more than 50% of his health. So this is the way the dashing will work. We also added the dash effect, which is just a small trail that follows the player here. So this is how the dashing is now. So we're also going to change the way the dash is initiated. So right now it's left shift. When you press shift, you will dash in the direction you're facing. But we had some feedback on that, and we think that it would be better if we could just switch the dashing to D or A instead of shift, because
Yeah,
that
double D or double A.
yeah, that way it will be more convenient. It will be right on your like under your fingertips. So what we're trying to do is make the dash when you double press D or A. So if you want to dash right, you will double press D, and if you want to dash left, you'll double press A. So this will also give you the control of the direction that you're going to dash in. So yeah, that's maybe in the next week's update you will see the controls change too. And now I'll show you the item shop, the new item shop design that we've been working on. First of all, I'll go ahead and in the UI for this panel. Okay, it's already to 0. So we have an item shop here. I'll just go ahead and drag my player to the item shop, and then you can see how it works here. So I'll open the game. I won't start playing the game, but I can still move. So I'll just show you how the shop works. So this is the new shop UI. Okay, it's a bit smaller than. It's not that small. I think yeah. So now let me just get rid of this intro dialog. So this is how the new item shop looks like. You can see that right now it just says dates because I didn't have time to do for all the other items, but this is the power-ups, and if you click on armor, you go over to armor section here, and it basically has the silver armor, the gold armor. We don't have the icons for the armors yet, but as soon as we have that, we'll put that in. And it also says that silver armor will do 30%, will decrease the incoming damage by 30% and increase your attack damage by 10, plus 10, whatever your attack damage is. And then the gold armor will basically decrease the incoming damage by 50% and increase the attack damage by 20. And then we have a special ability of Falcon, which will spawn. I'll show you how the Falcon works. Basically, it will spawn a Falcon that will stay above you in a specific position, and then basically it will scan whether you're near, like whether you're close to any enemies or something. And once it detects that there's an enemy near you, it's going to shoot. This lasts 10 seconds, although we might change that depending on how easy or difficult or how reliable it is with our level. So yeah, we have to do a bit of tweaking in the item shop, and we'll do that. But first, I'll just go ahead and show you our Falcon here. So I'll enable the Falcon, and I'll drag my player back where he was. So you see that this Falcon will spawn outside of the scene, and it's going to fly to a position, and it's going to stay with the player, and then it's going to detect. So the way that this happens is this has a giant circle of detection, and it's going to just detect if any enemy enters this region, and the Falcon will follow you, obviously. So we'll go ahead and enable our mini boss again to show you that how it works. And where is the mini boss? I think he's enabled already. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'll play the game. And okay, there is a problem. Just a second. I think. And now I'll play the game, and you can see that there's a Falcon above me. He's just right now he doesn't change its direction. Well, it should change the direction if you're moving left or right, but right now he's just facing right. That's okay. We'll fix that. So we have an enemy here. We'll get close to this enemy and see if our Falcon attacks him. So if I get close, you can see that the Falcon is attacking, and the enemy is losing its health, basically. So this is how the Falcon will work. We can increase the way the projectile actually moves, the speed of the projectile, so it's more quick, and it will also follow the enemy. So just a second, I'll show you one more time that if the enemy is moving, the fireball is actually going to follow the enemy. So I'll make the enemy move here. And he's moving right now. And you can see that it follows the enemy even if the enemy is in constant motion. It's still shooting because I think the enemy is still in range. So that's how the Falcon ability is going to work. Basically, you're going to purchase this item from the item shop, and it's going to be in your inventory, which is going to be something that you consume up. So once you consume this ability, it will spawn a Falcon for a specific amount of time, and then deal damage to enemies. We'll change the damage amount. We'll make it deal more damage and all that stuff. And right now, let's go ahead and work on our item shop and put all the items that supposed to be there. So in our item, and then after this is done, I'll show you I'll show you the main menu boss sorry, not the main boss for level 2, and then Fadi will explain you how he's going to design level 2. We're actually taking a different approach, and he's going to walk you through it and the stuff you're supposed to do to beat the level and all that sort of. So in my armor, I'm going to disable this scroll rec because we don't need this. So I'll just go ahead and increase their size so we can see them. Actually, yeah, so there they are. So for coffee, I'm going to go ahead and change the icon. We have a different icon for each object here, and let's go ahead and pick the icon for coffee. This is the icon for coffee, and now we'll change the title. It should say Gahwa, which actually means coffee in Arabic. And we're going to change the info because what does coffee do? It gives you, it boosts your
Speed,
movement, movement speed for 10 seconds. Boosts your movement speed for 10 seconds. And the price actually, I don't know what the current price is for. Let me just go ahead and see. The coffee price is 15. So if you want to buy, that's 15 dirhams. Which actually it's not true. It's not 15 dirhams for one. And then I think that's it for our coffee. We'll move on to the next. Next is we have karak, which means tea. It's a refreshment hot drink in. So again, we're going to change the icon for this. I think here we have this. Maybe increase the size a bit. So, yep. And we'll change the title to karak. And the info, what does karak do? Double gold, right?
Yeah. Times 2.
How would you say this in a more professional way?
Multiplier times 2. I think it's most used like that way.
1 second. This doesn't. Wait a second. The info is supposed to be a bit. Okay.
We could say increases.
Okay, for karak, your gold earnings are double. No, that's not the way.
Increases gold amount.
No, it doesn't increase your gold amount. Every time you kill an enemy, you get double the gold.
You will get double.
Yeah, so we'll just type in gold multiplier. Doubles your gold for 10 seconds. All right. Okay. Now this sounds like it will double your gold. What double your gold earnings for 10 seconds.
No. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. And then we have the last one, Lebanon. We'll again change the icon for that. You can't see it's hidden down below. You have to scroll it up. We'll disable this. Where is this? So we can see it. Okay, we can see it now. And Did we put the price for tea? I don't think we did.
Karak, no.
So Karak is 17. And here we have. Then we have the price for. Wait a second. Let's change the title to Level Up. Basil doubles the gold collected, maybe. Oh, Basil, welcome back to our stream. Yeah, thank you. I think this one sounds a bit more. Doubles your gold earnings for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for the suggestion. And this one title will be Lemon Up. This one is supposed to be here. Okay. And the info for this is, I think this one doubles your damage.
Yeah.
Doubles your attack damage for 10 seconds. For 10 seconds. Okay, and then finally our Lebanon price is, where is the Lebanon price? It's 19. So you want to buy a Lebanon up, it's 19 dirhams. And then, yeah. The only thing left for me to do is, actually we'll just go ahead and change the background icon for each one of the items so it matches. So for Gahwa, we'll make it reddish color, I would say. No, orange actually, because that's the color of the tea. And then we have coffee. Wait, no, this is coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Supposed to be black. And then we have Karak. We'll change the color of this too. This one is
Brown.
Yeah, brownish. Like, I think that. And we'll make the Lebanon up to something like bluish. Although the Lebanon is white, but the package is kind of like bluish. So
Yeah.
now the only thing left for me to do is hook up these buy buttons to the functions that we have. And I'm going to go ahead and close this out. We need the buy button for each item here. So this is the buy button. And we have 4 buy buttons. Making an object. So this will go ahead and we'll just go buy dates. And this button will go ahead and item shop. Buy, which is this? This is coffee, so buy coffee. These functions are already created, so I don't have to recreate them. And this one is buy Karak, so it will be buy tea. And then we have buy Lebanon. This is the last one. So I think now this should work. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out. We'll make these zeros for the animation to pop up. And I'll go ahead and drag my player near to the item shop. So I'll give him a bit of gold in the beginning. And I don't know where, I don't remember where the gold is set. I think it's in Game Manager. Okay, initially I do have some gold. Okay, I have 19, let's go ahead and test it out. So we have our item shop here, and we have the price. And I have 38 gold, so let me see if I can buy Okay, it buys. I can buy the date. I can buy Lebanon. I can buy Gaho. Okay, I
No,
can't.
not enough. Yeah.
Not enough gold, and I don't know why. I think the reason is because I'm using a different one. It should show a not enough gold. We'll fix that later. But yeah, if I walk out, and the falcon is still following me. So that's the item shop, the new item shop that we did here. Now I'll go ahead and show you the final boss, and then we'll switch over to Fadi.
Also the checkpoints.
Oh yes, the checkpoints. We also did the checkpoints, so now you cannot die in the game. So whenever you, this is very annoying. So we have 3 checkpoints. Each time zone has a. You don't have to cross any a specific thing to register the checkpoint. You just have to be in that region. So we have 3 time zones, and as soon as you cross from one to another, basically you're automatically it will detect that you're in this time zone, and it will, if you die within that time zone, you will get respawned back to a specific position. So here, if I die, I'll just go ahead and jump over and show you what happens. Let me go ahead and I'll jump. So I died, and I respawned back to the starting of the nighttime. This is where it begins. We have a Bakala here, and this is the old one, the old UI here. We'll fix this too. We have a new one now. So these glowy green things, each time zone has one of these, and this is the respawn point. So if you die and if you get killed, you're going to respawn, but with 20 health. So that's the downside of. So you cannot die, but you will get respawned with 20 health basically, and you will keep all your items in the inventory. You will keep your gold. So that's nice too. The only bad thing is that you'll respawn with 20 health. Yeah. So that's the respawn system we have. Now I'll go ahead and show you the final boss basically. So I'm using the old one, the character design for this. We're going to change that. I'm sure my other 2 members of the team would have shown you the new design for the level 2 boss and all that. But so basically here we have the main body of our final boss, which is Saya, and he'll have 4 drones. So these 4 squares represent 4 drones, and the way this will work is you have to destroy these 4 drones first to attack the enemy, and then once you've done that, there will be a special drone. He will spawn a special drone basically, and after that you can damage the enemy. So the way this works is I'll show you how the code is. Let me close all these. I don't need. Okay, I need that.
Do you get to keep the gold and the rewards you collected? Yeah. You only the downside of respawning is that you will have 20 health.
Yes, you will have 20 health. And we also have a trophy system. I forgot to tell you guys. I'll show you the trophy system after this. Once you complete the game, it will calculate the number of times you have died, the number of artifacts you have collected, and what else is that? And the time that you took to finish the level. Based on that, you'll get your the trophy, and it's bronze, silver, or gold, and that way you can keep on replaying the level to improve your stats. So right now we have the way this works is basically I have states here. First state is awake, then we have drone attack, then we have special drone attack, and the final state is death basically. So the way this works is I have 4 drones here, and basically whenever I detect that the player has entered the war zone, basically the drones are going to shoot. Currently there's only 1 drone shooting, but I can change that to 4, and once you kill 4 drones, this function is going to get called check drones, and it's going to check the number of drones destroyed, and if that's 4, it's going to change the state from drone attack to special drone attack. So let's do that. I'll just change this from 1 to 4. And once we get to this, right now the special drone attack, there's nothing else, but we should see this line get printed in the console that special drone attack is enabled or something. Let's just type enabled here. So I'll save that, and actually destroying all 4 will be quite time consuming, so I'll just go ahead and change that back to 1. So but the logic is same here. So if I destroy the 1 drone, the enemy should change the state from drone attack to special drone attack, and then basically I have this boolean called shield on here. Okay, this shield on, this will become false, and then the enemy will be able to take damage. So let's go ahead and see how this works. Okay, I'll drag my player back to my previous position, and then I'll show you what happens after you kill the enemy. So then I'll switch back to Fady. And we have, so you can see that the drone is firing. This is one of the only drones that's working right now, and I can go ahead and damage this drone. So let's kill it. It's
Thank you.
yeah. So now the drone is destroyed, and you can see that there is a line. There is a line printed in the console here that says special drone attack. See, it says special drone attack here. That means that the enemy has changed. So this is the way it's going to work. You have to destroy all 4 drones to actually damage the enemy without destroying. And once you attack the drones, the enemy is going to switch its position randomly between 3 different positions here. And now I'll show you what happens when you kill the final boss. So for the final boss, I'm going to go ahead and decrease his health back to 10, so I can end the game quickly. So I'll start the game here. All this intro dialogue gets over, and now we have the final boss. So once I kill him, he drops the memory fragment. This is the memory fragment that you're supposed to collect. Once you collect this, you will get this pop-up message that says, "Congratulations, Sheikha, you have collected your memory fragment. Enter the portal to face Saya in level 2, and good luck." So once you click OK, this portal opens up, and once you go into the portal, you will get this level complete screen, which will show you your so now I actually changed the artifacts, the number of artifacts collected through code, so that I can show you that I get gold here. But if I go ahead and change that, basically I'll go ahead and change the artifacts collected here. Okay. Why does it say 5 out of 5? It's set to 0. Okay, there is some error then. I will have to bring up the level complete screen. We'll fix that, no problem. But yeah, that's a trophy you get. So to get gold trophy, I'll show you. You have to so this is the point where I calculate the score. So basically, to get the gold trophy, you have to collect all 5 artifacts. The number of deaths should be less than or equal to 3, and you should finish the level under 5 minutes. So that if all 3 criteria are met, you're going to get gold trophy. And if you collect only 3 artifacts and your number of deaths is less than 6 and your finish time is 7 minutes, you're going to get silver. If anything more than that, you're going to get the bronze trophy. That means if you take more than 7 minutes to complete, or you die more than 6 times, or you don't collect any artifacts, you're going to get the bronze trophy. Yeah. So that's how this is going to work here, the trophy calculation system. And I'll go back and give my final boss here back its health to 200. So yeah, that's all we did for this week's update. We're all working overtime to quickly finish this game as soon as possible. Level 1 is done, but we're working on level 2 right now. So I'll go ahead and switch over to Fadi. He'll share his screen and he'll tell you what new things we're planning for level 2, the things that you're going to see and all that stuff.
Are you going to push?
Oh yeah. Thank you for telling me.
No.
I'll save this and
also, guys, we added more consumables in level 1, since there were not many in the first time or the last week's patch. So this time you could find more dates, laban abkarak, and coffee.
yes.
Yeah. Just tell me when and just you push.
Oh, I pushed.
Oh.
You should like refresh and
Yeah.
So guys, do you have any comments that I'm more than willing to answer? This next week will be our last week. Yeah, and we may have something else planned for next week, but
Okay, so before, I think it will take time to open up.
you can explain them how the level is.
Okay, so at first you will spawn at the middle of the level, which the level will be like a semi-open world type level. You will have 4 different ways for the player to go and do his objective, which is collecting those 4 artifacts that that you are collecting in level 1. You need to collect 4 of them, which will be at the end of each of the 4 different ways. When you collect those 4, that will achieve finding the final boss, which will happen when... Yeah, I'll just share my screen right now.
So you have to collect all the 4 artifacts to face the final boss. So he's hidden the whole time. Yeah, basically, yeah. So if you want to get to the final boss, and you have to collect all the artifacts, and the final boss is what I showed you right now, who will have 4 drones basically guarding him. And yeah, so I think the way Fadi designed the level is that you're supposed to go all 4 ways. You're supposed to explore all 4 ways, because the artifacts will be hidden and challenging. So if you don't find something in the first part, you have to you have to go back to the starting point and go the other way, basically. But yes. Yeah, because this is a different approach than we took in level 1, where you just keep going in the right direction, and you keep on marching there and defeating enemies, and then eventually you will end up with the final boss. But this time he's completely hidden. You're not going to find him if you don't collect those final 4 artifacts.
You can see my screen? Oh, okay. Yeah.
The gaps are fixed now, right?
Yeah. Told Bassam he sent it right away yesterday. So this is where you will spawn. Like a portal opens up here. You fall down at this ground, which will also have a new way of new tiles, new background, new whole level for you guys. So here, the more I zoom out, the more you will see, like, this is another way to reach the artifact, which is like the right top side, and you have the right bottom side, the same thing as the left side also. So your objective is that you need to reach the furthest or at the end of the way of, for example, the left top side to where you will find a mini boss there. You need to defeat him. After you defeat him, you will find behind him that he's protecting an artifact, which he was protecting because doesn't want the player to find where the final boss is. So when collecting those 4 artifacts, the portal should open up like at this place, and you can go inside, and you will find that you're in area specific where you will meet the final boss and finish him once and for all. So another new thing in the level is that you will not fall to death like in level 1. You will either die from traps or drown. So as you can see here, we have samples of like an what's it called, ocean, sea,
Lake,
small
water,
lake, lake,
river.
yeah. You will find them throughout the level, so be careful not to fall inside, and that will make you die. So what else? I think, what do we have?
So where is the ground level where the player will be like on the ground?
Yeah, so this is where he will spawn, and like the portal is come here. The portal will show here, and then she falls down on this ground, and this is where she will start. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Like, this is where the text box comes up.
Don't you think that the gaps between the platforms are very small? Because will the player be able to go fit through that? Or I don't know, maybe you're zooming out too much. It looks like it's small.
Yeah. She can.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to. For some reason, I can't move the player camera, because when I play, the camera comes there.
I think that's because the camera bounce. You have to increase the camera bounce.
Okay. So for some reason, it's the same bug that I had for the enemy.
Yeah.
It doesn't show.
Okay, I'll increase that.
Yeah. So also in this level, we'll have 3 different areas, or 3 different not areas, like 3 different background. Background, like what happened in that area. Where you go to the furthest right side, you will find a different view of the city that you're in. Also different tiles, different platforms. Same thing with the left side. Like we're trying to make this level more variety based, also more more fun to the player to explore throughout the level. So what else we could, if you have any suggestions on what could we add also to the level, we are down for that also.
I don't understand how the parallax background will work with, Bassam had that front layer. So no, sorry, not Bassam, Absar had that front water layer.
Hmm.
So if we put that water layer, how will the player see what's below the platforms?
I mean, like it would not show those platforms. You mean?
Yeah. We'll have to remove the water the lake which is in front that has
Hmm.
the reflection of the buildings. But see, there
Ah,
has to be a ground level, right? See, you climb up, but you eventually reach a straight ground where it's supposed to be ground level. No?
like when you go, for example, the right side, uh, like right upside, then you will find
No,
like
it's like, see, the player spawns on the ground, he climbs up, right? He's
yeah,
climbing up. He's
yeah,
climbing.
yeah. Ah,
Like for the parallax to work, basically.
yeah. Hmm. We'll see what's
How
the
it,
limit for the parallax. Maybe we could make it not like the player should go up. Maybe he could go straight forward, backwards, and downwards.
I think I will have to like add the parallax and then see how it works with
Yeah.
yeah.
So like we have different ways also for the player to explore.
If the worst case scenario, maybe you will have to remove the lower part of the.
The lower part, or you mean the upper one?
No,
Since
the place where the player spawns right from the portal,
yeah,
and he can go down. Maybe you will have to remove that and make that as a ground layer so that this is the ground. You can climb up, go left or right, climb up and down, and maybe you can keep those the artifacts that are hidden down on the ground level. So you still have your four ways. You have two top, left and right, and then you have two
yeah.
ground level, left and right.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so that way
So
we can
yeah.
put the parallax in, I think.
Yeah, we could do that also. Like, I'm trying to make the map more flexible. Like, it could go either way, but yeah, I think it would be more fun to the player in level 2 as much, or even, I think, even more than level 1.
Mm-hmm. Because I think the climbing up is not the problem, going down is the problem.
Uh, hmm,
Yeah, if you keep going down, then where the ground is, there has to be a ground.
yeah.
Other than that, it's the idea of collecting all the artifacts to find the final boss. It's really nice.
Yeah, thank you. I was saying, like, I was thinking of maybe giving an objective whenever the player spawns, like at the starting of level 2, a text box appears and tells to the player, uh, gives an introduction about the level 2,
Uh-huh.
then proceeds to give the objective to the player that you need to collect those 4 artifacts to find the final boss and get the last memory fragment from her.
Yeah. So they'll know that's what they have to do.
Yeah.
And adding the water, where will you add the water then?
I was thinking if we're going downside, we could add it like throughout the way where the player proceeds throughout the down left or the down right side. But
But
since
okay,
I think I forgot about the parallax, so maybe you will see how it will work with adding those lakes.
yeah. Let me try. I mean, you have the level, I have the level. I can put the parallax in and try it out.
Yeah.
But the down part is the problem. Like player won't be
Mhm.
able to see what's the platforms that are below him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of
Yeah,
the.
I think we had the same issue in level 1. That's why we had it like in one level, one way, I mean.
To add
and they added like
trees and stuff.
small platforms that he could jump on, get some stuff, and get down again. But now, we could. It's easy we could change, but we have to check how
It
it will
works with
work.
the parallax.
Yeah.
Basel has a suggestion that we can add a waterfall that could slow the player's drop speed. And
Yeah.
maybe, actually, that's not a bad idea. But see, the thing is that we're really at the end of our production here. We're actually end of our production phase, and then the only phase left is to finishing up the game, basically. So I think we have couple of more days and after that we won't be able to add any more stuff. We'll see if we have time for a waterfall. We could do that. But thank you for the suggestion, Basil.
We also, for this level, we have assets like cars, stop sign, trees,
streetlights, and water hydrants, fire hydrants.
Yeah. So we have different varieties. I think we need even we need to add more varieties of that, so to make the more level attractive to the player.
Yes.
So guys, if anyone has any more suggestions to what assets we could add in level 2, tell us, please.
Yes, and this level will look a lot better once I finish adding the parallax here.
Yeah.
I think we have like two backgrounds, and we can keep the second background for the. So the way Fady designed is that left and right they have different backgrounds. So if you choose to go left, it will have a different background, and if you choose to go right, that's a different
background as well.
Yeah, with each of them having their own parallax effect. And then we'll have to design a small area where the mini boss is going to be. So so once you collect all the artifacts, you're going to spawn there and basically fight him. And see, most of the things that we're going to use from level 1 is that we can use the same shop system, but we'll tweak the changes of each consumables because we'll add more stuff like bullets and stuff. Since you're going to be able to shoot, you have to get more bullets, and you should be able to buy bullets, and some other tweaks like increasing your bullet damage or bullet range. So maybe we'll change how the consumables work in level 2. But and we'll still have the Falcon ability.
In level 2, you'll use it also?
Yeah. And basically, in level 2, you will be able to do both attack, like melee attack and shooting. Like you will have them both. It's not just shooting. So you can attack with your sword, or you can shoot at enemies. So guys, we're reaching our we're towards the end. Yeah, we're towards the end of our stream. If you have any comments or suggestions, make sure to play this week's update, and let me know in the next week that if you were able to get the gold trophy or the silver one, which one did you get? Do try it out, because we have all that systems in the game right now. So this week's update, which I mean by Friday, we'll send out an update, and you can try out a game now, and you can tell us whether it was difficult, whether we should make it more difficult, and all that stuff. So thank you guys for coming in today, and make sure to check out Al Group, who are streaming right after us, and make sure to check them out. Please stay tuned for that. And next week will be our last stream, and make sure to come and say
what's the feedback of our
come and talk to us one last time before before we finish the project up. So thank you again for coming. Have a good night, and make sure to check out Al Group, Team Al Group. Love you guys. Thank you again for coming in.
Thank you guys.